Yeah, I learned from experience. Be careful of the people that you extend your hand to. You know, just always be careful who you extend your hand to as far as help, because there are people that come to you when they're in their most desperate moments, and if you like me, you'll have a big heart and you be sincere in everything that you do to try to help people. But there are people that you try to help, you know, especially in this music business. You know what I'm saying? You know, they'll get kicked to the curb and shit, and then they seeking help and people like me that can be beneficial to them or whatever. They call in and want information on how to do things, whatever it is. You know, you got to be very subjective to the people that uh, you give your time, your energy, your resources, because I'm learning in my case, 90% of the time, a, a, a person to turn on you. You know what I'm saying? Because, and this thought just came in my head right now, the unresourceful will backstab you just to stand next to somebody that's resourceful. Someone that's unresourceful has no resources. They have no loyalty to you. They'll be as loyal as they can to whoever can give them resources. And it don't matter how evil this person could be, how foul this person could be to this person. You know, if an unresourceful person only got this person for resources, it don't matter how the person with the resources treat them because they don't have no other resources but the person with the resources. So they're going to do anything and everything for the person with the resources so they can stay afloat, whether it be put their life on the line because they don't have resources. They cannot survive without the resource. They think they can't because we all can, you know what I'm saying? But you have to create your own network, you know what I'm saying, to build your net worth, you know. But if you are, let's just say, street nigga, and all you knew was the streets, and your uh your talent was putting your life on the line for another nigga. That's what you will always be. You don't have resources. You won't go create resources, so you would just be the throwaway nigga. Whenever you just kept around, so whenever somebody needs to take the wait to go to jail for somebody. Somebody got to go front line and get they life at risk. If they are unresourceful person, the person with the resources could treat them like jack-ish. They'll know that the person with the resources will be using them, don't give a F about them, they ain't got no respect for them or whatever, but only because they unresourceful, they'll tolerate any and everything from the person with the resource. And you can use that in any scenario. This is why you always see famous people with people that got people around them that don't do nothing. They're there to go to jail or to kill or to get killed or to take the weight or just because that's all they are expandable for. That's their resource for the resourceful person. Your resources, the unresourceful person, the resourceful person uses their unresourcefulness as a throwaway. So they don't care what you a casualty of. They don't care. But if they can use you for something, they will use you and will keep you around to use you and will make you turn on a person that you really like. But the fact that they ain't got no resources, they got to go, you can't bite the hand that feeds you. You know what I'm saying? In these situations, the hand that feed them, they got to do whatever it tell them to do because they ain't got no resources. They need to eat. So they're going to do and mess with the person, the worst person that they can. Don't matter as long as they are resourceful to them, whether it be paying their bills or whatever it be. Do not be that person. You can always find something, some type of resources for you to survive. Some of y'all nigga dudes out here is just niggas bitches. Some of y'all women out here is some women's bitches because you think you can't go and get it on your own. You don't, you scared to jump off a curb because that's how high the leap of faith is for you to get resources. It's about as high as the curb is. If you jump off the curb, you're not going to break your ankle. So while you standing up on that curb, looking scared to step off and cross the street or get down, and just want to be safe on the curb, no matter how much disrespect comes your way. As long as you stay on that curb and you know them resources is going to keep you warm on that curb, you're going to stand right on that curb, not knowing that it's a whole mansion across the street for you. But you got to walk over to the resources and you got to create your own resources. Your steps are creating the resources. If you don't create steps, you can't get nothing. Stand right there and keep. It's like the person that's been on welfare. Why would I go get a job? The government pays my rent. My refrigerator's full. I could watch soap operas all day. I ain't got to work. I like this life on welfare. And then 1 year turned to 2 years. And then 2 years turned to 3 years. And then 3 years turned to 30 years. Then 60 years. And you like, you still on welfare. You still got a roof over your head. And you've been living there in the Section 8 for 50 years. But you never knew what was on the other side of that street because you got comfortable with the resources of the government. If you'd have said, you know what? On this side of the street is government assistance. On that side of the street is the work field. I don't know what kind of job I'm going to get. I don't know what I'm going to do, whatever this, that, and the other. But I'm not going to keep sitting here being government's bitch property, just taking this money every month, waiting for the 1st and 15th to kick in, to go shopping, food shopping, whatever. And, put my other little piece of money to part of the rent. Safe over here. As long as my big homie, government, going to give me my food stamps and pay my rent, why would I take a risk and walking over across the street? Like, why would I jump off this curb? Why would I do that? And and take a risk and going over there when my rent and stuff is being paid and I got food, I'm being taken care of. Why would I go over there to work and I got to walk all the way over there? I got to look both ways and make sure I don't get hit by nothing. I got to wait for the light to turn. I got to get across in a certain amount of time before that ticket go down on the thing, to go over there. Why I do all that? Why I do all that and I'm safe right here? That's how a lot of people think, right? Well, you can use that analogy in many different scenarios. You can use it in people, you can use it in real life. You could just, the point that I'm making is people will use you for your resources and be comfortable. No, some of them, no matter how you treat them, just like the person that works for a person and they don't treat them well, and you ask them, yo, why do you stay? Why don't you quit? Why don't you do something else? And then it's okay. I'm used to it. Oh, they just talk like that. They don't mean nothing by it. Like, because they don't have the resources to go away from that and do it on their own. So they unresourceful. So they tolerate the person with the resources. Don't be afraid to walk across the street. Don't be afraid to get hit by a car. If you pay attention and watch the lights and you pay attention and you look both ways, and if you're in shape and, God willing, your mind, body, and soul is right. If you got enough focus to look both ways and get across that street, and then go, when you get on the other side, put in whatever work is necessary for you to create your own, whether you create a business or get your own source of income by getting a job instead of being dependent on whatever government funding or big homie funding that you getting. Go over there and get it. This way, you could be cool with whoever you want to be cool with. You could be friends with whoever you want to be friends with. You could work with whoever you want to work with. And most of all, you could be friends with whoever you want to be friends with. But if you are under a dictator because of their resources, because you don't want to create your own resources, you'll just be one incident from being thrown away because they're not going to care, because they don't care for you anyway. That's for those who can see as far as I can see.